everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Panthers. With that, we head up to Charlotte, where we'll hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Carolina won big on Thanksgiving Day last year. The Cowboys want revenge, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here we go! Man 38!
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Let's go!
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 1st down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for him again.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. from the red zone now. Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Well, it was a season-high 96 yards for Stewart in Week 12. Threw in 2 touchdowns as well, so a nice game for him.
Remember when they missed him in the middle part of the season when he was injured? It may not be translating into winning games, but that's their winning style of football. It's Jonathan Stewart running the heck out of it, allowing Cam to throw it off of play action and get it out wide to guys like Ted Ginn and Kelvin Benjamin. And while they're not getting the W's right now, that's the Jonathan Stewart that we knew at the beginning of this season.
There's Newton now on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Newton. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additions.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Charles, let me ask you about this Dallas defense, because so much hype, obviously, and rightfully so, about the offense. But this defense, they've held their own, have they not?
Indeed they have, and in a lot of cases, they've led the charge on defense, made plays, and let's face it, going into the season, we thought they might finish last in the league in defense. They had a lot of guys suspended. They spent a second-round pick on a defender that we all knew was not going to play this season in Jalen Smith. Yet somehow they fashioned it together, led by Sean Lee, and become a cohesive unit that doesn't worry about who gets the credit, and have had guys emerge and make plays that you didn't expect.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. To throw on second down is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And for Elliott, the Zeke train continues to roll, my friend. 97 more yards, 2 more touchdowns on Thanksgiving. That's number 10 and 11 now in the season.
And I think a lot of people are always looking at rookie players, especially running backs. Will they hit the so-called rookie wall? And Zeke Elliott is showing no signs of that wall being there. But I think it's because of the way they use him and the way he goes about his business. When he doesn't carry the football, he still carries out his play fakes. He still blocks. He does everything in addition to being able to catch the ball.
Yeah, if there's a wall, he ran through it. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. Now 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back to throw, Newton. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And wow, fortunately, he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Panthers. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 32 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
action. Prescott finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Des.
That's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And caught left side, Olsen. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Newton to throw. He sets to fire deep. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down, Prescott. Deep drop. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Prescott, backing up, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Newton now to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Carolina first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him 18 yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun, here's New, and that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott out to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to keep...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with Elliott. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. One back is Morris. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover. And when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. And that is incomplete. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. Newton again. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw, and an alley to run. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the...
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Newton takes it himself. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal?
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, recent memory, the Panthers have made uptown Charlotte a very tough place to come into and get a victory. But they were able to get that done in this one. Not an easy task.
In their sprint to the Super Bowl in the 2015 season, they didn't lose a game in this stadium. So this is a monumental achievement to roll in there and beat the Panthers.
So that'll just...
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I am a rebel, feeling rivety, rhythmically I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the...
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Manning's Giants going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the tip there altered. Complete, it'll be second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. The play clock's running down.
20.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Newton to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. From Ted Ginn, 10th year in the league, and had his 4th career 100-yard game in Week 12, 115 and a touchdown.
There's something about Ted Ginn being in a Carolina Panthers uniform, isn't there? If you trace his career arc, because he has been other places, his best years always in a Carolina uniform. And that catch he made against New Orleans on a Thursday night a couple weeks ago, I think that's the catch that really has activated him for the rest of this season.
Devon Kennard in there to get him for a loss of 5. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
3rd and long, it's Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. On 4th down, Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken what the defense will give him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Another solid performance for OBJ in Week 12. 2 more touchdowns, 96 yards. So tough to cover.
And there's no way that I look down my nose at a 96-yard day. But what we come to expect out of OBJ is well over 100 yards to go along with 2 touchdowns. To me, it just shows how efficient he is as a route runner. Doesn't have to be a big play. It can be intermediate, short plays. It doesn't matter. The way he competes for the ball is something else. And did you catch his touchdown celebrations this past Sunday?
I did.
Paying homage to a Cleveland icon.
And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Star Tulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
Manning going to try and throw on third down. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Again, it's Manning. The left side throw complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Manning to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On second down, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Rolling to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing is Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And Dixon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They go screenplay with Jennings. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Manning now to throw. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Into the red zone now. Manning to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now Manning again. Over the middle to Beckham. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's got Cruz complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Manning to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. One final try now for Manning. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Manning will try again on second down. Cruz has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Short to give to the tight end. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Giants are going to get a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Toss play to Jennings. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
On second down, here's Manning. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Yes, indeed. Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. When they do it over and over, they usually win games.
Yeah, and you know the video game Madden, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why he's a big reason that Odell Beckham was on the cover in 16 with the arm stretched out, that famous one-handed catch.
Yeah, he did that a lot, didn't he?
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jennings. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And Vereen, sure-handed as he is, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Newton now on second down. And this is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Check. Mike 5'9",
They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to take another shot here. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's Jennings. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They run again with Jennings. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third and long, it's Manning. He's got Cruz complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. On first and 10, here's Manning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Underneath for Jennings. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys in.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Eli's going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Panthers. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st down, Newton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by as his guys will get the football back.